Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a subject that a lot of content creators will struggle with, and that's whether or not you can have multiple niches on the same channel. Should you just pick one and stick with it? Let's talk about it. First of all, let's be real. Most of us have multiple passions. Nobody wants to be boxed into just one subject forever. Whether you're into fitness and finance, or technology and fashion, we're going to break down the pros and cons and come up with a smart strategy for delivering content without confusing the audience or the algorithm. But here's the thing, the YouTube algorithm loves consistency, and when your content jumps between multiple unrelated subjects, it can confuse the system and your subscribers. So, is it game over if you want to mix in multiple niches? I don't think so, and here's why. Firstly, I try to make the subjects loosely related. So, the two main niches on my channel are RPG Maker dev content and soundfont remixes of video games. Now these are both related and can overlap in places because they're both video game related, so there will be crossover there. And also, there are situations where, for example, I'll do a soundfont remix of a Resident Evil game or Silent Hill, something from survival horror, and that will match the theme of the game that I'm hoping to make. The second point is building around my personal brand. So people nowadays will subscribe for the person rather than the content as much. And I'm finding the more of my personality that I'm able to put through and put in front of the camera, I'm having better results with my content. The third thing to try is to set expectations. So I alternate between my content, so I never do too many of the same types of videos in a row. Technically, I think this would fit in more with my RPG Maker dev videos, and after this I will alternate and switch to a soundfont remix for the next couple of videos. I think that means that anyone who subscribes for a specific type of content, if they look at the channel, they'll see that there's never too many of the same type of videos in a row, and it won't be too long before the next type of video will come out. So here's a quick strategy in case you want to test this yourself. I start off with 2 or 3 videos in one niche to gauge the interest. Look at the analytics and see what people are watching. And then I segment it into playlists to make it easier for people to find the content that they want, as they just want to binge the content they specifically care about. The last step is to be clear in the titles and thumbnails. So all of the dev videos and RPG Maker videos will have my face in them, and they'll have, of course, RPG Maker in the title. And all of my soundfont remixes, they'll have art from the video game that they're a remix of. And this helps viewers instantly know what each video will be about. So I'm going to look at some of my analytics now. And I found that in the past couple of months, I've had a few minor hit videos, I would say, with a couple of thousand views. Based on my understanding of how things are on YouTube in this year, these are pretty decent results to see from a channel with less than 1,000 subscribers. And personally, the growth that I've seen since I started mixing in the second niche, I definitely consider this to be worth it and a worthwhile experiment. Technically, this video might be leaning into a sort of a third niche. But as I was mentioning earlier, it's all about putting my face, my personality in front of the content. Because that's what I believe people would subscribe for. So yes, I do believe you can run multiple niches on the same channel, but you do need to treat it like a brand, focus on the viewer's experience, and try and make those subjects as connected as possible when and if you can. So I hope this helps. If you're running or planning on making multiple niches on your channel, tell me your subject in the comments, or if you're just interested in the content that I'm sharing, please do like, subscribe, hit the bell. Also check out, I have a Patreon linked below, and that will help if you want to support me in any other ways with the development of my indie game or anything like that. Thank you very much. See you next time.